Hey guys, Crystal Thompson here for Color Combos with Crystal. Today I have a multicolored stamping for you. We are going to be using the Starburst and the Circle Sentiment stamps, both from Unity Stamp. The Circle Sentiment, we're going to be using the Happy Birthday. And then we're going to be using the background stamp, Starburst, and it's a beautiful star background full of possibilities. And then for our color combos, we are doing a rainbow. Of course, we're going to be using black for sentiment, grass skirt, which is a green, sauna, mandarin spice, party dress, and flirty fuchsia for our color combos. We are going to begin with our cardstock. So you know I like to cut all my card bases 4 1/4, 5 1/2, and that way I have all my envelopes. We're going to begin by stamping the sentiment in that black ink. This is a gorgeous solid stamp with the etching of the happy birthday. We're going to stamp that on the center of our cardstock. Going to allow it to dry just a little bit. If you want a very crisp image, you can totally do some heat embossing. Then I have a circle in which I have die cut, and this is going to serve as our mask. I'm going to be using some temporary adhesive, and what this is going to do is going to hold the circle die that I have die cut, and it's going to protect that sentiment from being blurred in from the stamping. Now, for our multicolored stamping, I'm going to bring in my colors. We're going to begin at the bottom right corner. I am not using an acrylic block or stamp positioner for this, so it's a very minimal supply stamping. We're going to bring in our different colors, starting with the purple, then moving on with the pink, and then coming in with our next color, which is a orange, and just using the very tip of our ink. You do not have to use these specific inks. You can use whatever you like. You're just going to have to use the very edge. Going to follow up with the yellow, and if you end up getting some colors mixing in there, that's okay. It's going to show really pretty. You're going to have a gradient of color. You can do kind of like an ombre and use variations of the same color to really give you a different effect. This is such a happy card, and it actually ended up being used for a little girl's birthday. We're going to turn the stamp set around, and we're going to stamp the card base. And using our hands, we're just going to press down. Again, I am not using acrylic blocks or stamp positioners, as this is a large stamp. Of course, it fits 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So I'm just going to continue to rub this down, trying not to shift it so we don't get any bleeding or blending of our ink colors. All right, and continue to push down. Once that's done, we are going to lift up and expose our stamping. And look how pretty it turned out. Now we're going to remove that masking circle, and I really love the way it turned out because it kind of created a circle within the circle. And that does it. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hope you've enjoyed this quick tutorial for color combos with Crystal. Stay tuned for more. Have an amazing day.